The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
What happened?
So, you roll out into what appears to be a sleazy club.
Is there people there or?
Well, I mean, you can't see anyone right now.
No. Oh.
But is there like music playing or anything? Or?
Yeah, the lights are on and there's like, sleazy music playing.
I'll look around and see. Is there anyone obviously there?
Not that you can see. But you're in a very small room.
I'll advance slowly.
Okay, all by yourself you advance slowly.
We all rush down the stairs.
How are you fitting in? How are you fitting down there?
Just make the hole bigger.
Okay, and then the entire stairwell you were also going to do that.
Yeah, I was like, you'll just collapse everything around you. And then it'll cave in. The whole thing will cave in and then maybe even
be the other
above
suit too. It'd be just as big.
Yeah,
but not as big.
To be honest, this is a no-suit zone.
I don't think it's going to work.
Do you want to watch the car? I'll go down.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Yes, this is a job for Soviet. You should stay in the car.
Going down is usually a job for Soviet.
That's right.
I was waiting for it.
I'm gonna dart out of the car and into the garage as quickly as possible.
You're going to take 13 burning damage.
Well, then I'm full unconscious.
You are dead.
Yeah, cool. Yep, you're inside.
And I find a conveniently placed torch.
It's light enough. The lights are on down there.
Make my way down. The children.
You find yourself in sort of like a foyer, and there's a big like velvet-lined door.
Any presents?
There's like a window thing there, but no one's on the other side of it, so no presents.
Yeah.
But is there any presents beyond the door?
Peer through the window part of it?
Yeah, there's a little office there with a chair and a ticket thing and a cash register, but there's no one in it. So
Try the door.
it opens fairly easily. Okay, so what you have sort of like a runway stage with a circular bit at the end, and there's like seats everywhere and some tables. There's like a curtain at the back of the thing.
Is there anyone in the seats?
Yes.
Is it the children?
Lots of children.
So there might be some children.
Yep.
Tied up and gagged and stuff.
Yes, with obvious sticks of dynamite on the chairs.
Yeah. We found them. But this might get complicated.
Why?
They're all strapped to dynamite. We might have to see how this plays out.
Yeah. What is it like down there?
Sleazy. Nightclub. What I'd assume to be a nightclub.
Is there like a stripper pole area?
That's where the
No.
kids. Oh, that isn't what
There's
the.
no stripper pole.
Oh, that's more like a. Okay.
No.
So it's a runway.
Yeah, but with like a circle thing at the end.
But it doesn't have like.
Doesn't have a pole.
Okay. Does it look like there should have been a pole there at one point?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll ask for the coordinates of that area because I might just enter through the top.
Okay.
You're not gonna like burst down and land on the kids with the dynamite, are you?
That's why I'm waiting for your signal.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you exactly where it is from here. I wouldn't be confident to say, yep, jump here.
Well, no, I have your coordinate position. I know exactly where you are. So if it's,
So we need to go over there to the biggest spot he could come down.
And then he'll land on us. Yeah.
No,
then I- then I can-
and the big circle area at the end of the runway.
Then I can ping that area and fall there.
And I'll go over to the stage. I'll go over to the.
So while you're all discussing this, the curtain sort of slides open, and a very neatly dressed man in a sort of forest green suit with like a red silk shirt underneath comes out with a horrible grin stretched across his face.
Stop
Wearing
hitting balls.
a neat little hat in the same green.
Enter.
A lunatic!
It's you! You?
Soviet.
Oh! I meant the other one.
Who were you expecting?
I was expecting the Code Rock Supercore. And I see I've got one of them. And two of them. But not you. And who are you?
But I'm part of the.
Silence! The grown-ups are speaking! It's the blood moon, but it hasn't come out again yet. You're early. Too early. Go away. I insist you come back at night time.
Why?
So we can play his little game and then win or lose, and that will determine whether the kids are free.
How about
Kids are free, kids are free, kids are free. It's always about kids are free. Now where is the Black Knight? Kevin, he's dead on the moon still? What?
Stop.
Okay, so you crash through this area in front of him into the circle stage.
You can't crush me.
That's a great entrance. You should still totally do it.
Ah! Right on time.
I thought he was early.
Speaking of time, something we're all very familiar with. You'll notice the delightful audience of little whippersnappers, with such futures ahead of them. But you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? They're going to get a second chance, you know. So, you'll notice these little sticks attached to all of them.
The dynamite.
The grown-ups are talking.
Those are actually different obvious sticks apart from that.
Can I have a look at them?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go have a look at the dynamite. Is it dynamite or is it something else?
There's a peppermint scent coming from your one.
Go to the next one.
It smells like dynamite. Looks like dynamite. I see your insane friend has already worked it out. So much fun in the asylum. And then you had to go and ruin it all by undoing everything, didn't you? Anyway, some of these delightful little sweet children have a future. Some of them with peppermint and candy and all the things that children do.
When are you from?
How are you tall?
Why do you breathe?
I'll do you one better. When do you breathe?
Now. And again. And again.
Look, none of us will be breathing.
He's mastered breathing. Let's see if you can master something else. Some of these delightful children have a wonderful peppermint-filled future. Others have a nasty, explosive future, which would be put a harsh spin on the vibes of those next to them. I wonder if you can work out which of them have little presents attached to them and which of them have nasty explosives. Go on, try it. It's easy as pie.
I will use my advanced scanners.
Are they built into this thing?
Like,
How advanced are they, really?
Your advanced
the
scanners
problem,
will
the
be
ones on
on
my normal suit are like level 2, so these are probably level 1.
Okay, I'll deal with that.
On a perception roll.
Yeah, sure. Even now he's using his stupid, silly little toys to try and figure it out. Well, nice try, Black Knight, but I'm afraid your scanners will be neatly confused by the tinfoil I've wrapped around them. They're not confused at all. You can tell easily which ones are which.
Just trying to fake you out.
In the
before you
concentric
work.
circles, the third one, the first one, the fourth one, the first one, the fifth one, you see how it goes.
Okay. Mentally, I reach out to Psiman.
You have reached Psiman. He's in right now. What do you want?
So I'll basically tell him to tell the others which ones are has the explosives.
Oh, it's as easy as pie. I'd never have worked that out. We'd all be dead.
My scanners are confused. I can't tell which ones are which.
You feel a voice enter in your head, and it says, "Look at this." And you see a mental image of the room as he's envisaged it, with like green, red, green, the kids picked out and that sort of thing.
In my mental reply, thank you, great voice.
Ooh. He says I have a great voice.
I never expected tinfoil.
So,
But even if we could get close,
So-
how would we go about
You
defusing
can't
these?
see everything coming now, but maybe she can.
No.
But we don't all have obsidian mirrors.
No, don't turn to you and just go, but even if we did get close, how could we defuse such things? Could we just pull fuses out of them?
It's dynamite.
That's
You pretty
dynamite.
much just pull shit out of the
Yeah.
end and it can't go off.
Oh,
They call me the lunatic, but you've been to the moon, haven't you? How's your sister? I trust everything's going banging for her.
meanwhile, across the bottom of the sea.
I don't know you. Isn't that odd, don't you think?
So you're from his time.
That's
You
what
just
I'm
hang
saying.
out with the big boys.
that's what I assume too.
So
And
hopefully Psiman would have communicated my plan with you, which is, like, she's going to start, and then you guys just walk around the room defusing all the ones that have explosives on them.
I'm
And
going
the
to
guide,
furthest ones
so
out.
standing between the lunatic and the children to observe
So
the things that
you're
have
just
a lot
going to
gives
let
me
us
the window I
defuse
need.
these if we work it out?
But if you get the wrong one, boom.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, there's one last thing I perhaps neglected to tell you. If you manage to pull the wires out of all of the explosive wired children, there's another little surprise waiting to happen. And won't it be fun? Well, I'd love to sit around and obviously fall into your traps, but time waits for no man. Well, it waits for one of us, and it's not fair.
I shoot.
We're back through the curtains.
Can I shoot him, or is that villain monologue?
That's been a monologue.
Ah.
I mean, you can interrupt it if you want. I don't mind.
When he's just time waits for no man, I shoot him.
Okay. As he's like, yeah, you're gonna hit.
Okay.
He turns around and you hear like, ah, from behind the curtain. I knew that would happen.
Was it just one of your rubber bullets, or?
That's what he's got loaded into the gun.
Well, did you get them all?
Well, I guess we'll go around
Yeah.
according to the instructions and.
I'm not going to disarm the last one.
Smart.
I'd say once we get to that point, we should remove the rest of the children. Cover this child's
So
ears.
by
We
this
should
time,
remove the
you would
rest
have
of the
taken
children.
like one of the sticks of dynamite and you'd have like cut it open safely, and you'd have been like, oh shit, there's a small device hidden in here that I hadn't been able to detect that was wired to the wires, and when you pull them out, and it's like it's a remote combination detonator. So if you pull all the wires,
They go off.
they go off.
So now that we've removed some of them from the children, can we put them back?
Yeah, put it back
You
in.
can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allowing us to disarm
To
the
disarm
last
the
one.
last
Just some else
So you
again.
get all the children.
I will check on the
Let that happen.
the lunatic.
Don't put them in
Oh, you
the
go past the
radiant
curtain.
car.
There's a passageway beyond, and he's not there.
I take it I cannot fit in this passageway.
In the suit, you could.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to, like, sideways, though.
Do you want me to go?
Maybe you want
forward?
someone to go first. Someone who can perhaps become a buffalo. Or someone who is magic. Or someone who...
Fits down normal walkways.
I'm gonna.
I'm sure she
escort-
has useful attributes.
I'm just gonna escort the children back up to the surface.
Who are you?
I'm Soviet.
And by the children, I mean, like, they're, like, young high school aged.
Oh, okay, here we
Like,
go.
they're not like little kids. Who are you?
Saviat.
Oh,
Okay.
the guy on TV says you're a whore.
Which guy?
Snap. Handy.
What am I,
That-
7?
Eat it!
Yeah, but still.
No, I'm not going to take out on anything on the kids what some guy on TV said.
The brown-haired guy is not Steve Ducey.
Oh, him. I don't like him anyway. Rock Mahogany's far better.
But he's old and has a mustache and rich Corinthian
Come
leather.
on. Come on, kids. Upstairs, away from the crazy people.
You go first.
Hey.
I'll follow.
Oh, killer.
He's gone.
No, the guy where the...
We're the only ones.
There's one kid who has like dark eyeliner on and like a blue tinted. Yeah, the crazy guy said you were going to come. So predictable.
Candy.
But did he protect my right entrance?
Like I'm going to need festive treats to keep. Is going to cure the melancholy in my soul.
Black Knight.
Sweetness, how typical.
Do you want me to call the police yet to tell them we found the children, or do you want to hold off?
Tell them we...
And that's since we've entered the corridor?
Those who have gone into the back area cannot communicate with those out.
Okay, so I just hear
Or just
scatter.
lead them back
Down the
upstairs.
hallway.
Okay, now you're going up the stairs. You can see words that you wouldn't have seen going down on the converse side
Okay.
of the thing, and it says police radio frequency triggers bomb.
Okay.
You're welcome, lunatic.
So we can't call the police.
Next one. Vote alpha candidate.
But we can still just use a phone to call the police.
Yes, and then the police turn up with their police radios in their cars.
Then,
Oh, I see.
Simon.
Move!
So we found the kids, and we've got.
That's
them.
great news! I'll send 19 cars right now! Be back!
Don't send the police, or at least don't activate the radios because there's a
Oh
bomb.
my god, this should be our scoop.
No, there's a bomb.
We could
That
just
will
get them.
activate
Listen,
the radio frequency will activate
Hey,
the bomb.
Iron Sofa has that big car, the
Yeah.
Sleazer. Can you jam the kids in that invincible thing?
Would it fit all? How many kids were there?
It would
Well, there's
fit
8 regular seats. If they all scrunch in, you'd fit all like 14.
It's literally like 8 regular seats, and then you could fit the coffin in there,
Well,
and everyone was still sitting comfortably.
What kind of condition was the school bus in?
I would
we
trust.
just-
The
Yeah, I
school
wouldn't
bus is
trust
hardly
it.
as bulletproof as the
And
I wouldn't trust
the
that.
school bus
as the
anyway.
Weezer.
Right, we'll get the kids out, and then we'll worry about the next part.
So yeah, we'll guide them into the.
Without asking me, they will put them in the car.
Yep.
We are going down the corridor.
Well,
Like
okay,
ancient Indian
Black Knight,
ancestry.
can we put
let's
them in the
retract
car?
simple saying.
Look, no pushing. There's plenty of room for everybody, I think. Yes, it's cool, isn't it?
Look, you with those two?
I'm with these two.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yep, goth kid in. Look, it's black.
Me and
Leaf-
Black Knight have pursued the lunatic.
Because 3 of you are necessary to complete the Tower of Hanoi puzzle.
I am as good as 2 people.
No, the 3 positions are set up so that you can't.
Okay,
I was
well,
going
they're
to go
coming
back once
down,
the kids got out.
I don't
so
suppose
that-
you could get out of
'cause
your
these
suit
two are
easily,
more-
I imagine.
Because I'm just a wee geek.
So we can get ogled by all the kids who
I
recently
mean,
had
that's
a libido.
completely happening.
And they're not taking any notice of me, so, you know. Well,
I mean, why would you? You're an uninteresting man.
at the moment.
I'm going to make sure they don't find any of
who
the
tries
controls.
to take your video games? No one.
I like
Absolutely none of them are into video games.
No,
They're
this
probably
is
more,
weird.
they're
Useless
probably more
kids.
interested in
I like we
video games
rescue them and
than
they're still little thieves.
No.
Oh look, it's a military vehicle. How ordinary.
Kill him.
Oh cool. It's
Before he
got
breathes,
technology
kill him.
Oh cool.
You know, okay, so you guys will know this. You can contact Charles to get him to drive the vehicle
Yeah.
somewhere, drop them off, and then come back. So he could drop them off to, like, Psiman. Psiman gets
We
them all
don't
out.
have Charles's contact.
He's on our radio.
He's on
He's
yours.
always listening.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
If you just went into the contact, if you asked for him in the contact,
I
like,
imagine this is your butler.
Charles,
Yes.
this is Soviet. We found the. I can hear you rolling your eyes.
I have moist eyeballs.
We've loaded the children safely into Black Knight's vehicle.
I'm safe, madam.
I'm soap, yeah. Can you pilot them somewhere safely?
You wish me to take remote control of the vehicle?
Yes.
Very good. Where should you like me to deposit them?
Psiman.
Just one moment. Psiman,
What?
where do you feel would be a good place we could safely take the children?
One police plaza. But I suspect you'd be arrested
In the
on sight.
Black Knight, yes.
It can escape chase even. Like,
Wait a minute. The police academy's fairly deserted right now. Send it by there. I'll have Jamal drive me over there and we can conveniently pick them up.
Love Jamal.
You laugh, but he's the best cop ever.
He is so white. He hates
hates
black
niggers.
people. He fucking does.
Okay, but Jamal is like 7'2". He has like a 2-foot afro and is black as midnight.
And he fucking
And he hates black people.
Yeah.
Fucking criminal niggas all over the place. Stealing shoes, stealing jackets, and them shoes look nice too. Might as well take them. This is how we get a bad reputation.
Do you know where the police academy is, Charles?
I believe I could find my way there. Please stand clear.
Oh, thank you.
So I would have been.
Okay,
Going
children,
on a
you're being
white
taken to a safe location.
Children. Children.
Okay. Okay, you're all
Beep.
being taken to a safe location. Don't worry that the car will be driving itself. Just marvel at how cool that is.
Of course, the car has to drive itself. Because we can't even get slaves to do it anymore, so we enslave technology to our will. We're such a crappy species. This is so
That cannot penetrate
No, the first thing you do is you open the door. You just stand over there
By that lead wall.
by the lead wall.
like the Australian.
Jam your groin against it.
Lick the wall.
Radiation. Oh, my sperm. Huh.
There we go.
You can't breathe anymore.
Crisis averted.
Sleep.
Yep. So yeah, we'll be following them down the hallway after the kids.
I'll
got
go
up.
back in the garage because
It's a circular room. There's cages all around the walls. They're not occupied. The middle of the room's been built up into an overly elaborate and exotic means of killing you. I built this room into an excessively elaborate means of killing you! It's all you deserve, you know. Now, I happen to know that your suit still conducts electricity, which is why there's a lot of it here. And you'll notice my elaborate puzzle, the only means of getting to me, the Tower of Annoy.
Oh no.
Yes, the Tower of Annoy. Every time you correctly make a move, you will be shocked. If you fail,
So we only get
like if, say, there was a large burly man who couldn't make the puzzle go right, and his name was, say, I don't know, Brooke MacGruder, then the bomb will go off. A nice dirty bomb. I procured it wholesale from an Iranian, who funnily enough got it from your military. Well, I'm in my invincible little cage, so hurry up and solve the puzzle and arrest me before I run out of air. I'm just kidding, there are air holes. You will notice the 3 stations around the room, allowing you all to manipulate one ring at one set of columns at a time. There's like a directional stick. Ladies, no doubt you'll wish to ensure that your man friends don't fall dead during the electrical process, so you'll be backup players.
So we get shocked 8 times.
Spectra and... I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Saviet.
You sure?
Yes.
Where do you dig up these ones?
Russia.
Literally in the desert. I hit this one with my car.
Yes, I remember you. You never went far, did you? Raging against the white man, dead in an alley somewhere with a crowbar in your head. Fun times!
Sounds more like you than me.
Yes, I did end up dead a few times with a crowbar in my head. Youthful exuberance. So it starts rotating, just to annoy you even further. Annoying, isn't it?
Can I just jump up and pull it down?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you probably could, but who knows what kind of bomb would go off.
Right, so we're going to have to do this. Hold on. Don't have to change.
Take me home to the asylum. Never alone in the asylum.
You ready?
Oh yeah, here we go.
It's a red.
Uh-oh.
You take -5 on your next saving throw.
In your head, so look who's laughing now. Remember in Arkham City, I killed your girl. So pretty.
You found out now.
That was the night you
Yeah, but is
left
there
me
enough room for
die.
your wings
But
to
when I looked you in the eye, that's when I knew we'd be together. Look who's laughing now.
Oh, I'd like to change the scene.
It's a slightly bigger room now.
I feel you with dread, and I can't
So what's the game we're going to do? You've got to pass 2 toughness checks because your boots will get you out of 3.
What else can I do?
Can you change? Can I alter career medal again, or
Sorry?
can you alter the career medal again? Can you
Will be
shape?
enough.
No, it's as soon as I take this form, it changes to what it is.
His jetpack would have maybe got you out of it instead of boots if that was the case. But
I'm part of you.
Can you not swap with someone?
Nothing left.
So you'd never be failing 5 checks? Like, you'd pass 3 and then you'd get shocked and you'd swap with to someone else?
We don't know. We could try that.
Yeah.
Nothing stopping you.
But then-
you do have 2 extra players.
Then
Yeah, because if we do 3 people on that terminal
I've
and we are
got it.
passing every one, then it's fine.
It's really that easy.
Yeah.
so I should I can still roll 2 to see if I
No, if you make the attempt on
I can taste
2 and fail 2, then... Well, actually, you just take the shocks because you've solved 3.
yeah.
So, I guess that...
we'll just see if you succeed. Was it you survive the shock on the
No,
on the next
see,
one?
no,
and
that's
then-
the thing is, if
You'd
I
want to take the
No, but
game.
you're nowhere near as tough as him, so it's like, yeah, if you, I mean, you could probably...
Will he die by failing 1 or can he fail 2 before he dies?
He would have to fail
well,
2.
I've
That's what I
already,
mean. Like, just do the first one.
because I can. I'm not.
Victor can have it.
I've not actually taken 5.
Yes.
Yeah, she can fly then.
I'll try 1 anyway.
Well, that and you know, if you take damage off the first 2 and then use your boots to negate the higher level damage.
See, that's the thing. It was a.
I killed all your friends.
And how you can increase your insulation. You know, that bubble gum you chew, put it on the bottom of your boots. It's rubber.
He's all out of gun.
Oh, damn it.
Right, so I take that one. So that's 22.
A bulge of electricity fires out of the ceiling and smashes into you.
Yep. Right. Someone else try it.
Okay.
Try floating.
I'll go.
Be careful.
Mind you of all the treatment used to get it, eh, buddy, old pal?
So yes, wind swimming through here.
Do you think the BFG would get through that?
That depends. Would all the other giants beat it up?
Self-control.
Good. Yeah, okay, so you can't be shocked, so whatever.
So you just get through the rest of them.
Gun.
So the final ring settles into place. It annoyingly slows. The spinning thing slows down, and there's box opens up and he's like, well, that's not fair. You used logic and reason.
So
Something
what, is it just
lunatic-
like a hovering platform? Okay. Is he falling, or do I have to jump
That's
up?
just lowering him down.
Do I have to jump up to punch him in the face?
Yes.
I will
At
wait.
the moment.
I'll train my gun on him. And swap to live ammo.
Don't take it so seriously, Tommy boy. You played the game and you won by the rules, although I really wish you'd waited for night time. That's when it could have turned into some real fireworks.
So this is over now.
And slowly,
Is it
menacingly
ever really over? Is it ever really over?
Yes, game over.
Yeah, I'll just move towards him with my gun trained on him
also menacingly and slowly approaching him.
and get someone to cover.
So will I, don't worry.
Like, if he goes quietly, I'll just send him to the police. Like, that's fine. But if he's going to fight, I'll shoot him in the face.
Now I get to go somewhere really fun. I wonder how long before I get a new cellmate. Always root for you on the top button, Xander boy!
Later.
Much later, or not much later? Keep on playing them games! They're lots of fun and so are you!
Kicked him.
Oh, the Duke move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, that move's so busted!
That's not my lover! We should see the look on your face! It's all like...
And help him out and away from everybody before he gets himself killed.
And bind his mouth so he can't grunt at us anymore? Or do we want
But
it?
I'm in your head now, and I'm laughing. It's contagious! She's now laughing.
Is this no, stop. Is this a status effect? Because I have leadership and can cure her of the stat effect.
Go ahead. Thank you. You can stop laughing once he actually does something in roleplay to justify that. Some kind of inspirational thingy.
I'm gonna like hit her in the face and snap out of it.
Oh.
Ooh.
It wasn't funny.
Everybody's a critic.
She doesn't like it rough.
What?
That was suspicious. He did something even though we had him, so fist to the face for unconscious.
I filled you with dread, and I still can't stop laughing. One of the features of the
Can't.
lunatic is he's so beyond sanity, he
can't.
doesn't feel pain. That signal does not get there.
Usher
Well,
out.
I rolled a 16 without adding my extra for the
Ooh,
birds.
what's
They
the
were
hurry,
them up.
Bevan? I thought if we stuck around long enough, the Heisei might catch up with you.
I'm more worried that...
Especially since I let them know where you'd be! You don't even remember them. That's a shame.
But let's just get you where you'll get some help and back to the fun times at the sanitarium, I'm assuming.
You know, if it was nighttime, you could have put a shift on with words all over it. Then I could have read it.
Okay, how does he know so much about all of you?
Well, me.
I'm guessing
And
he's from.
him, and he seems to know him, and he knows...
I'm,
Spectre?
guessing,
From the very
Who was that blonde girl?
I'm guessing he's from.
We know nothing.
His timeline.
And from the
You
very
told you were
noticeable
named a
fact
couple of
that
times, so be
he
it.
has no idea who you are. It's pretty
I've
simple.
seen that one around
His
town.
timeline. Because you were meant
Different.
to be dead.
We had
Then how
a
did you get
much
here?
fun
I'm
battle on
going
a
to
rooftop.
mention, just a FYI,
I've
this
met another
motherfucker's
one.
in the room.
So there are
Are you,
there are
you're just
two.
going to talk about
Oh, that's not
timelines?
fair.
So far, I've only heard like the word timeline. I
There's
can't
Duke
think any
Nukem.
big leaps.
Yeah.
It's from
Fucking
like
Duke
intelligence
Nukem.
drops.
She specifically brought it up too.
Even I probably played his
Because he
game.
got punched in the face, so... Just hold that there.
Okay.
Yeah, assume it's something from the game.
And where's the punchline? Get it?
No, because he punched you in the face.
You know what a really good joke would be? Roll will save.
Staring yourself in the
5.
Is that his parents are dead and I can't stop laughing. You're laughing uncontrollably. And he gets away.
Come on.
No, uncontrollably.
Can we hear him from where we are?
You'll probably hear her if you're coming in.
No, I mean, hear her laughing.
Oh, by the way, that bomb, you'll just need to do a basic mechanics roll to defuse it. It's not that complicated.
Yes, 35, 36.
Yeah. I was about to say you blew it out of the water, but that would probably be...
Now you want to put this in your car.
What?
Take it home.
Oh yes, we
So
rush
you
up,
can't go and see it. She's just
To
rolling
this
around on the
laughter.
floor laughing.
and no sign of
Devin,
lunatic.
get a hold of yourself!
Yeah, that doesn't.
No,
work
wait, I
for
would
you,
have said.
'cause you
Sorry,
don't
I
have
would have said
leadership.
Spectra, sorry. Spectra, get a hold of yourself.
Would you really have Soviet?
Yes.
Would you really?
Yes, Logo.
No, wait. How did he hear me?
Because you
All
have this
right.
habit of doing this.
Oh, yes, so no sign of the lunatic.
None whatsoever.
Where's the lunatic?
I'll attempt to track him, but I imagine he gets away.
You can try and track him if you want.
I
It's
have
not like
no
he
idea.
has lots of setup time this time.
I have. What it does.
So if I go like this, will she stop laughing?
I mean, I'm going to interrupt. I'm just waiting for Renan to roll.
I got a 23 on my ancient tribal tracking maneuvers.
It looks like he ran into the toy store.
He ran into the toy store. After him.
So I'm gonna pick Bevan up off the ground. All right, kiddo. Joke's over. Let's go.
I rolled an 18 on the die.
Well, that's okay because he's got this ability to just remove the status effect from you. So you're fine now.
So I'll be following this one in
Ow.
the toy store.
I'll buffalo form just to bash down the first door we hit.
Don't break the.
That's good because the whole store blows the shit up when you do that.
And then he gets blown back?
Yeah, because, buffalo form, you assume is going to be able to take it. So it's a 25 DC toughness check. It's an AoE, so saving will take half. You'll take half. You'll need to do one too.
Yep.
I get a 30.
Half
So you-
damage, which
half
is
damage.
1.
Was it 25 to say?
Yeah,
So how do you track damage in
Cool.
this?
1. You
I'll
just take
explain
one
when it
damage and then it
happens.
removes it from toughness checks.
Oh, okay.
It's all it is.
Is the toy store on fire or anything?
The toy store isn't there anymore. The
Oh,
buildings
it's a
around it
clean-
are on fire.
Oh, I'll go up and start.
I'm assuming you're going to break open a fire hydrant in order to have enough water to do this.
Oh, I
I mean,
will
I
have
can
to-
kick open a fire hydrant. It's not a
Okay.
problem.
Well, I pull
Yep, then you
myself
can
out
do
of the
that.
rubble.
Okay.
The spirits are telling me we should not remain here for long.
Uh-oh. Those police radios are going to set off a bomb, too.
Everyone in the car.
Oh, we disarmed them.
What car?
The car that just blew up.
Oh, okay.
Well, on the way out, they would have seen the messages and
That roll might just diffuse, right?
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we assume it's something.
Psiman,
Uh-huh.
your friends are arriving on the scene. Their police radios may still set off explosives in the area. If you can find some way to warn them,
They've
that
been
might-
warned.
Oh, God.
Which means they can't tell anyone where we went. So everyone in the car, let's go.
Barrel into the car.
Unless they just change frequencies.
Universe manual. What? We have to stop. Oh, you have to stop. Yeah. You have to make it sound like a drug deal. What dealings is oranges or not? Yes, it should be fine now. Now? Yes. Go to the apartment. Let's do this at your place. You still have that dinky little base under the big house. Johnny. It's gone, Johnny. Great base. Have you cutting out?
So you got hold of him. Finally, we can help Moiraine out, and
that's where we left the stuff.
Skinwalker, I have to drop you off here. Take this. I just have some things to take care of.
I'm glad you're alright after you got blown up.
Yeah, I hadn't tested that one before.
Ooh, I thought you had.
it was nice meeting you, Manimal.
Nice.
Oh, that's good!
God, you
Man.
got some dumb names.
It was a TV show.
Spirits allow me to see you all again.
I mean, I'll call you tomorrow. I just have stuff to do.
Hey, I'll depart the suspicious black military APC.
Well, now that he's gone. What the fuck just happened?
Your friend's been dragging people with them from your, what they are, alternate timelines or something.
What?
Well, he
He knows
thought
all
she was
about you
dead.
and doesn't know about me, which seems to
You don't
indicate.
exist in any timeline.
What?
He,
I exist
We
in
already,
this-
we already knew this.
he didn't know about you, but he did know about another Soviet. Who's
He's probably talking about the other one
The
who's
other
got my
Soviet.
name that's running around the city.
Who has so many special powers.
Yes. The point is that he's not from our universe, right?
Yeah,
So how did he get here?
that's my question. The timeline doesn't
You
exist.
guys are in for a shock when you find out about the lunatic.
he's in all timelines.
No, he's from this universe.
Oh,
And he's shown up before, it's just he's been out of commission for a long time.
Oh, he's like Psycho Pirate.
How does he?
Let's explain it in universe.
How does he know so much about, you guys, and even our Indian friend to a degree?
All I can think is that he's from that timeline.
I mean,
Somehow brought across.
I think after this, I'm gonna go speak with the old man from the church.
insanity breaks down a lot of walls between subjects and topics.
Also-
He's just that insane.
Does it?
Also, we know next time to always at least have 2 people with him minimum at all times.
Sorry.
That
I
may
mean,
not help.
That didn't really work for Deadstraw.
Well, it
that's
actually did.
true.
It's reminding me about that.
Remember when he stabbed you?
Remember when I stabbed him?
Yeah, I do.
With your dick. No.
Good old
This
days,
thousandfold moron.
Okay, let's get this key and plasma back so that we can save Moiraine.
There is no one else in the car.
And he's coming to there, where we have it.
Yeah, that's, let's just.
I was referring to you saying Moiraine.
No, just. It's my thing. I call people by their secret names when nobody's around who could hear it, and only refer to them by their secret names when there are enemies.
I've noticed you do that.
But also, I thought she was going by the name of the Grey Ghost.
Grey Ghost now, yes.
Although, River could just be a superhero name. Anyway, I have to get out of this suit. Let's go wait in the waiting room. I'll join you in about an hour.
No.
We have to get this plasma
Oh,
and stuff
wow, haven't we evolved?
there as quickly as possible.
Don't talk to me.
Here, let me help you with that.
But it just clatters all over the floor and different
No,
pieces.
it's just
or-
like comes apart and hangs in the
Oh,
air
hangs
around.
as that thing, okay.
Yeah, life would be a lot more convenient if I could do that.
No, they consider Leotard.
What, you can't? Oh, well.
You could hire him to do that for you.
Well, fortunately, we've got a room set up back there. The process won't take long, and it will require only the most simple of technology. So your stuff will almost do.
It's all very well being smug when you're from the future and have near unlimited power.
Yeah,
You know I'm not actually from the future.
He's from no time.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, fine.
You tried to bang her last time.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? What?
Why did I do that? Anyway.
I have other things to do.
Oh, and I'll need the key. See, the great thing is that had you failed the mission, he could have asked the spirits to ask the mountain for the
The spirits.
key. And if the mountain was in a good mood, it would put it in the river.
Automatically.
And the river would make it all shiny and clean. Then you take the key out of the river and make it into whatever we want.
Yeah, but if it was
key to put
Wait,
in
so
the
is
river.
this key going into the river?
If the key was already going into the river.
I mean, that was the joke.
Yeah.
So they'll go away.
I will pace nervously outside, whatever.
Soviet wastes energy, getting hot and frustrated.
I'll,
It's air
actually-
conditioned in here, isn't
I'll drop
it?
form now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Lots of time. So that evening,
Yeah, I'm just gonna do work because I need to make a new suit. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Need to make a new suit.
But do you want a hand?
yeah, you don't want one.
Preferably two.
Are you just gonna stand there and moan?
That's all she does.
Pacing back and forth, yes. I'm nervous, okay? I'm the one who caused her to be like this in the first place.
So eventually, Paradox comes out to get a glass of water. It's sort of like this.
It's over there.
How's the procedure going, ma'am? Is it going well?
She's too busy glaring at him.
I get the feeling she doesn't like me very much.
Wow. Well, I mean, I thought I was cold, but wow.
And like 5 minutes later, the rest of them will come out. And well, another procedure well done.
Can we see her?
Have you had trouble with that previously?
Is she
No, I
standing
don't
with
mean
them?
can we go and meet her and talk to her?
Certainly.
Brush past.
We'll be off then.
Forever.
Well, that's a long time, usually.
Where is he going now?
We have some repairs to make at the apartment.
If we have any chrono-related problems, can we find you there, or will you move on?
We will be moving on. Try not to have those problems.
They come up.
Yeah, don't they though?
More often than we like. Thank you for helping sister.
Into the apartment.
Oh, wait.
Nothing closes.
So I'll go and see Rilla.
Okay.
Well, when Soviet ran in, she would have immediately just ran up and hugged River.
She squeaks.
Oh, sorry.
Who are you again? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm glad you're all right. So,
You're delightfully clear, Anthony Smar's current little pudding, according to the newspaper.
oh, so you're fixed for good now? You don't need any more plasma supplies, or
Ostensibly, I should be fine, according to that guy.
Universe Man?
That would explain the watch.
Oh, that's good. So you're gonna be all healthy and not die. Oh, yes, I'll give you two. Right.
Don't blow up my base.
And I will walk past, say this, and continue walking.
Why is he wearing a rubber unitard?
I would have changed that.
Okay. Into a
White suit.
His work suit.
I have a work suit.
Oh, you wouldn't get that reference, you've gone.
No.
Does this make us even?
It's never going to make us even. You know that. We're always going
I
to be.
guess you'll always owe me then.
Always going to be in either each other's debt or either way. Doesn't really matter. You're right.
They should be.
You're not going to do something stupid like that again without telling us.
Well, try not to get captured by Nazis because you were betrayed by her again.
Yes, you see me standing outside listening.
No, I just walked over to the side. I didn't so I'm like,
Well, as long as she doesn't get brainwashed again, we should be fine.
I'd say I'm hungry, but that might cause you to make something.
I've got toast. I've really got toast.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. Remember, it's on my sheet. Let's have a look. It's a
So proud of
don't roll for toast now.
I will bring in
That's how serious.
because I have 20 in cooking.
My cooking is terrible. It's getting better, but I fail at life. I fail at life. It's just that simple.
here, have some and eggs.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just strategically. Often, when I'm making food for other people, I have to make extra.
What about
So
the
you up
secret
for
station?
building?
Building.
Someone needs a new suit built.
But does someone be Mr. Thomas Drake by any chance?
Yes.
Interesting. I've never done ironmongery before.
Neither.
You have.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
Need to design. Well, he'll design it. We can probably build it. Probably get it.
Have you been bathing in peppermint or something?
Oh, the lunatic. Yeah. We just before we got here, we had to save some kids.
The lunatic.
Yeah. Never heard of him before.
By any chance, is he a heavily armed, foreign-looking man with glowing red eyes?
No.
Then never mind.
Who are you talking about?
Some guy.
Alright, let's go find you some food.
Yeah.
I brought you food.
That's my two favourite things, bacon and eggs.
Well, I actually have to leave. I have a thing to do. So you just stay here in my house. Goodbye.
Moon, huh?
Mm.
Was it fun?
It was different.
No.
It was very different. Honest to say, the corral aren't that bad up there. Honestly,
So they really do have a secret base on the dark side of the moon.
it's not that secret. I don't think.
So you're saying the government knows about it?
How wouldn't they know? I mean, it's the government.
The American government.
It's alright, it's because the Russians are conspiring with the crowd.
Nonsense.
Well, that does make sense.
Wait, what?
So the lunatic as well. Well, I've missed many things.
Yeah. Well, you have this, and when you're feeling up to it, just come on out.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. I leave.
Is your mother going to be worried about you?
Probably.
But who's going to pay for it?
Is there anything you need?
So we need a
Well,
cat.
I could use a little tritium. Some of that ship you crashed in.
That has been moved. That has been moved.
I think you'd need to consult the Black Knight for these type of things.
Yes, I'll start pulling that shit apart at some point.
That was my thing I had to go do!
No, go make your suit first before we work on it.
I can get metal from this shit.
Yeah, I was going to say he might be able to find material for his... He'll make his suit out of crown metal.
Then it'll be magic resistant. That's how that works.
Sure, it won't just suddenly be like your suit turns into flowers.
Or fire.
Or fire!
Magic chaos account.
Or decides once you introduce a current to it that it's not going to work for you anymore, and there you are inside it.
It becomes like a parasitic virus that takes over your brain.
Maybe not just like the crown metal, but like, what if it's just laced with crown metal?
Or plated.
What if Wolverine's bones weren't adamantium? They're just laced with adamantium.
Yeah, but they're not.
Well, he actually had them in their bone to begin with, in his arms. And when the metal got pulled out of his skin. Yeah, that was bad. Fuck, it was awful.
He lost his nose. That's so real. They progressively they drew Wolverine with less and less of a nose until he just didn't have a nose. And then we got his adamantium back. He got a nose back.
He literally turned into Krillin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, well, I'll leave. I don't know what I'll just leave River alone and wait till other people are done with stuff.
I'm going to the desert. To that ship.
Okay, so you're not going to build yourself a suit. You're heading to the desert.
That's what I said.
No problem. You do that.
Well, if he's not there, there's no point in me building a suit.
Oh, actually, how much of it do I think I can salvage, or is it just mostly just fucked metal?
Half of it.
How quickly do I think I can build a suit?
How quickly did it take you to build your suit?
Like a fucking long time.
Half of that.
What if I have him
Less.
And her.
and River?
Not a lot less. Like maybe 2-3 days.
I'll start building this suit. Oh, the crown metal.
We'll get to that. Mark 4.
I recommend you don't start using that until you understand how it works. Which you will never do. No, or he'll make one roll and...
Well, the difficulty is you've got to get above a 19 on the die each time.
I'll just like microwave my dice. That works.
Oh well, if they're going to build the suit,
We could probably share a cab.
I was thinking heading back to the base and checking in with maybe Psiman and Mr. X.
Oh yeah, he exists.
Yeah, Mr. X.
Mr. Elusive X come counter face.
Yeah.
Colonel Elusive XCOM Council throat unbelievable. She's sitting there going, I understand.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't cause any kind of international incident.
Get so you can get to the base easily enough.
You have a car, don't you? I think he is currently sitting in my garage.
George.
Yeah.
I can't remember where he is at the moment. He would have gone off somewhere.
Oh, does he drive around on his own?
Yeah.
He has fun killing pedestrians.
Sorry,
hiding
what?
bodies.
Sorry?
I'm sure we'll come across that at some point.
Oh, George, yeah. No, George is good.
He's pal.
He has a demon in him.
Don't we all? So we did. And then we moved some things back into it.
So you've gone back to the base.
Mhm.
You're in the base.
Is Psiman there?
No, he's doing his job.
Oh, he's still doing that.
Cleaning the jowls.
Heroically rescuing children from the grips of mutants.
Okay, I'll use the Mr. X communication terminal.
Oh.
And long story short, I'll basically give him an update that we sorted
Like
out.
finally back.
Yes. And we caught and then lost the lunatic.
Yeah.
But we found the children
Oh,
and got them to safety.
That was in fact the pressing matter I had for you.
Yes, they should be safely at the police academy last I checked.
Yes, I've received that information.
The good news is we also managed to, our friend who had was affected by the Krell arm that was slowly eating her away, and she needed sources of Krell plasma to. Long story short, she's fixed now, so we shouldn't need to get sources of Krell plasma anymore.
Well, that's one thing off the shopping list. Where did you manage to find said plasma? If you don't want to tell me, just don't tell me.
Yeah, we'd like to eat
We came back to Earth on a ship and got shot at by the Navy.
That was you. Okay.
And now we have that ship. I have that ship. But
It's a bit of a pancake. But
We have that shit.
Which means... there it is.
There what is?
Remnants of a Krell energy signature I've been trying to track down. It's somewhere in Nevada. Bye!
fuck you.
To be fair, that was her who actually told them about the
You
ship.
fuck both of you.
So, are there any other pressing concerns?
It's a shame you couldn't retake the lunatic, though I'm sure after tonight he won't be any further problem.
Oh god, tonight.
Hopefully.
Fuck.
Fortunately, he's only ever a problem during the full moon.
Is the full moon finished yet?
Will be tonight.
So there's still time where he might try
Unfortunately, it's also a blood moon.
Oh.
Yes, a
something.
non-basic
He mentioned the
lantern
blood
elements.
moon.
Oh.
Because he wanted us to actually foil his scheme while the blood moon was going for some reason. But we did it early. You think there's a chance he might try and strike before the blood moon and the full moon ends?
Who knows? He's a random personality.
What can you tell me about him?
Fortunately, quite a bit. The lunatic is a mutant whose mutant power only activates at the full moon. At which point he becomes crazily psychic and afflicted with a syndrome known as Malkav syndrome, able to tap into a collective consciousness of available minds. Or delusional, rampant fantasies. Who knows? Certainly not him.
Interesting.
At all other times, he's a perfectly ordinary and completely unaware of his condition resident.
That poor man.
He seemed to be able to pull things from other people's minds, but he had trouble with me for some reason.
Maybe it's hard to find.
Had to find what?
Or mine.
Why would that be?
Ice powers?
I have no idea.
And you also wouldn't know.
It's the fact that neurological activity slows down in the cold?
If you're there for the conversation, you would, but he can't. Even the Psiman sort of block on our minds, you knew it. You wouldn't know it wouldn't be reading our minds.
Okay. How long has he been known to be active?
30, 40 years.
Okay.
He was once described as being very annoying.
That's him.
Yeah.
Definitely the same guy. Well, I might have to keep an eye out for him for the rest of the day until the... Do we have a projection of when the full moon or blood moon ends?
seriously when the sun comes up.
Also, it doesn't count when the moon's still up and the sun is up at the same time.
Well, where he is.
Because it literally is just one more night. Okay. Good to know. I will try to remain vigilant.
Well, I'm sure in a grateful world that we'll never know will thank you.
I'll pass the message on to the others as well. But yes, if you need anything, you know where we are back here.
Oh, well, I also have a report here that apparently some kind of new mutant criminal was caught on a CCTV footage robbing a convenience store attached to a gas station.
Okay.
Apparently he has the ability to grow wings and turn into a buffalo man.
Oh, I think we met him.
Ah, and therefore you defeated him.
No, he actually helped us out when we briefly captured the lunatic.
Ah, why was he robbing a gas station then?
I don't know.
I like to think he was getting snacks for the kids.
I mean, maybe he was actually in... Was it in the vicinity of... and I'll say where that district was?
Yes, actually, that was the...
Oh, he was probably looking for lunatic gifts, and if the children was hidden there, because we went into a few different places.
It's going to take a while for all of those damn presents to get off the streets.
Oh yeah, some of those could still be bombs. Maybe we should look to getting rid of those as well, or are the police looking into that?
The police are trying to handle it. And with the lunatics crime wave, they're jumpy and shooting at everything that mutates.
That's probably not a good idea. It's probably best just to let them handle it. Okay. Good to know. If anything else comes up, let us know.
Sure.
So be it out. Message, send a call out to the Black Knight.
What?
So I was talking to Mr. X. Just FYI, he can track that Krell wreckage you have.
But you didn't tell him where it is, right?
No, but
And you didn't tell him I had it.
No. We just... It might have come up that we were in the ship when it crashed.
And that the Navy shot at us.
Why?
Ask Bevan. I just mentioned the moon trip in Ning and me being captured and us getting Curl Plasma forever.
Can you call him back and tell him that I have a handle on things?
Not with regards to the wreckage.
Yes.
I probably can, but I'm sure he probably still wants it. I'm just warning you that he has a bead on it. He knows that it is in Cold Rocks at the moment. He hasn't, I think, narrowed it down to its exact location, but...
I'll have to fully lock that area. That's it.
So do you want me to pass on that you have it?
No.
Well, then how do you want me to exactly convey that you have it under control without saying that you have it under your control?
I'll just hide it. I'll quarantine it.
If you feel you can do that, by all means.
I will head there.
Oh, you're abandoning suit project?
Oh, Xander, I have a thing to look into.
What thing?
Well, they, you know the Krell ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently,
Wait, ship? What?
You've
I
got
have a Krell ship.
Krell ship, yep.
But apparently your Mr. X knows about it. So I have to go look into that.
Do you want a hand? Like, there's stuff I want to get off that too.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, there it is.
Is it still?
It's damaged.
Yeah.
It's in pain. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually it
Well,
does.
Actually does, yeah.
It wants to die, but it can't. What does that mean?
That means we stopped the self-destruct.
Oh. And inert. There you go. You're welcome. You can thank me with more bacon.
Give me more bacon.
Just not for
Ripping
me.
more bacon.
I haven't even cooked that. What the fuck?
That was just a live pig.
Sir should take bacon and add more bacon to it. Smart.
Anyway,
Kaz comes back with a large plate with a medium amount of bacon on it.
Started as large.
are you just eating raw bacon?
No, it's cooked bacon.
It's cooked bacon.
Just wait to get cooked to do it.
Okay. I'll use the terminal to like lock down that other base, like seal it all up, and put high alert on it to let me know when someone tries to access it. And then I'll keep doing the suit thing.
So we're going to try and are we just building the same suit as before? Or are you trying to add some more stuff to it this time?
Yeah, well, I can build this quickly and then work on it. That's the thing.
At least I upgraded your program from last time.
Yeah, I meant to ask you about that. I would like it if it could actually talk to me instead of having to look at a 13-page report every time I want to know how damaged the upper section of my left leg is.
Give me access to that and I can
That's
get you.
going to be very
You want
hard
Javas.
to do.
No, I don't.
That's-
I just want to be say damage report, and it will have a voice readout that says
Oh,
like
you just want a text-to-speech.
yeah,
Text to speech.
That's still going to be really hard.
yeah.
So, but that's just if I want to get access to that computer which has that ability and reverse engineer it back.
I'm presuming you need all of this excess duct work down here in the legs.
Yeah.
And the cod piece needs to be this large because
Have you ever been kicked in the dick?
obviously only once.
I look at going, you're fucking kidding me.
What? I was curious. Turns out it really hurts.
Yeah, it's not fun. The problem is I don't really have the materials I had before. So I'm losing a lot of.
Before.
So I'm losing a lot of
Before.
protection in exchange if I drop a lot of the weight.
Before.
Yeah, before.
If you don't have access to the materials you had before this,
Yes,
and they were better,
significantly.
and you don't have access to them now because
Circumstance.
has prevented you from getting them from
The military.
no problem.
What?
There's a base like half an hour outside of town,
Yeah.
and I have a map
You have a map.
of the base.
See, if you look at my map, I don't think this room exists.
What?
Is it?
So you don't want me to take in the groin? Okay. It's going to be really hard to walk.
It'd be the same difficulty it was to walk before. It walked fine.
So you don't plan on...
Making the suit smaller is what she's saying.
There aren't many places I can cut the weight. That's what I'm saying.
Certainly not without losing protection.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Apache Chief is looking for an apartment.
Yep. The first thing I guess I do is just tour the neighborhoods in that close area.
Most people aren't terribly excited about renting an apartment here until you get to a slightly colder area with depressed people everywhere.
I don't have a lot of
Slouching
money,
around.
so
So did you even have money?
There's an apartment to let sign on one horrible scrote of a building.
I think I'll take that one.
There's an Italian guy,
I'm gonna tell you.
It's him.
and he's like, "You want the room?"
Yes, very much so.
Ah, it's Vintage Mario.
Some broad shoulders, crossed arms, squint at him.
Don't try robbing my convenience store. I don't have one.
Well, you sprints fast.
Stereotypes, dude.
You got a job?
I have one lined up. Construction.
Good. It's this amount of money a week, paid up front.
Does it feel legit, or is it?
I mean, it looks legit. There are many cromulent people in the building.
Does it have actually internet?
The lion's been caged. And all the other repairs that the tenants were suing him over have been done gradually over the last few weeks.
The bug in the bone.
But there's a brand new fire escape door on the top floor.
Which does it lead to?
No fire escapes.
Well, eventually there will be a fire escape system there. As to right now, it leads out of the building, and it's not just painted on anymore.
That's very handy. It doesn't have an alarm on it.
Can I get a room on the top floor?
Yes!
I have this thing about heights.
You can. There is roof access, by the way.
Excellent.
It does actually have like a stairwell that goes up to a little thing that goes out onto the roof.
Pull out wallet. Acquire bond money.
Oh, there we go.
It's exactly that much.
And it's gone!
Will there be any inspections?
Well, what have you heard?
That's alarming.
Your apartment is on the front of the building in the top of the corner.
The front of the building in the top of the corner.
Mm-hmm. Just for your reference, it's right over Costia's place. Here's the key. And I mean the key. Don't lose it.
Many thanks, strange little man.
If you need anything, pick up your phone and dial 1.
They will call you?
No, but if you need anything, it'll give you something to do.
Surprised you didn't ask him to sign a waiver that avoids all rights of...
So your apartment has a bedroom, a bath on... Well, I'll call it a room. Like a main room that just leads into the kitchen area. You've got a television, a couch, a bed.
That's about all I need. And
some functional utilities. You've got a record player that has this, and there's one wobbly sine wave record that's just in the room.
Plastic.
Just hit play.
I'll give it a shot. More to learn how to operate it.
Oh god.
You can't just hit play. You got to lift up the thing and put it on
the right spot and
blow the dust off the needle first.
Okay, so what comes out is this incredibly wobbly version of the Russian national anthem.
And stop.
What are these crazy white people listening to?
Throw that into the corner.
It doesn't fly straight.
Shatters into a trillion bits.
No, it's bent.
It's straight now.
The television is black and white and takes a few minutes to heat up. Oh, you do have a radiator on one wall, but, you know, it may or may not work depending on fate.
And it's warm enough you don't need to find out.
Yeah, and it's warm enough that you don't need to know.
Yeah, it's warm enough to kill weakened men.
But otherwise, the window in your bedroom will lead out to, will just look out into the alleyway.
Perfect. Secured housing. What do I do from here? I don't have a lot to...
Well, if you want some stuff, you will have passed a shop of many things called, was it Crazy Vladclev's Discount, Vladclev Emporium, and Vladclevery.
Vladclevery? I would have brought bare minimum stuff with me, so I'll just have some clothes in it. But...
Do you carry that while we're fighting? That's what I meant to ask. Do you,
So
have,
would have been out in
do
the
you have
desert.
a costume, or do you summon, like when you transform, do you summon your...
One of my powers alters my clothing specifically for that. But I guess actually the old man probably has almost shit, because I would have been like, what a crazy SUV. So we'll go that way. Crazy APC. So...
He left his stuff in porn here.
Come back as spawn.
More out of interest and to see what's around, I'll go check out this Vladclev Emporium.
Okay.
I feel like there's a character here.
So, the Crazy Vladclev's Discount Emporium is basically you could call it a non-department store, and there's just a bunch of shit everywhere to buy. Clothing, appliances, utensils. There's a crap version of everything here. Like, they're still selling nice big bulky coats. You actually feel colder with one on than...
That's
What
good.
keeps the sun off your skin?
Underwear and shirts come on a roll. You just sort of tear it off at the point where you've got as many as you want. Same thing with towels. He has a juiced squirrel pot.
I'm sorry, what?
A
Juiced
juiced squirrel pot. It's a delicacy.
It's a kind of disgusting meat.
What do you mean kind of disgusting? It's absolutely disgusting.
But you could always have mashed badger if you're willing to pay a lot more. And just about everything has his face on it and the Crazy Vladclev's logo.
Is it just a circle that just keeps going? Like, it just doesn't stop?
Well, I'll pick up a bunch of my basic necessities, some towels.
Okay, yeah.
All that
Towels
sort of-
you could see through on a sunny day.
Yep, all that type of normie shit that isn't going to cost me very much.
Will you be needing toothpaste?
Yes.
Just sprout.
In which case you will want Crazy Vladclev's Omni Paste. You need paste, it's paste.
You need to fill that gap in your tiles?
Done.
You got it. You need to
Yes.
brush your teeth?
You
You
want
got it.
say-
you want it is gritty for cleaning teeth, is good. You put on plates and rub in is clean that. You can even pour into cracks, why not? Even dip your tools in this shit.
Just say, when you brush your teeth with it, make sure you rinse within 5 seconds.
Or it was set.
Yes.
Shit's useful enough, it should be on utility belt.
Broken fork, fix! It's completely neat product. What other things could you possibly need?
Some of those appliances?
A toaster, but one of the sides doesn't work on.
This is toaster, also hairdryer.
Just put your hair in the toaster.
Look at long hair, look at toaster.
Is dry on one side.
If it's too hot, just put paste in.
I think he's a thermal paste.
Well, it's also like deep heat.
But
It's
wipe it
like
off
the
after
elements
5
slightly
seconds.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you can use it for anything. Omni paste.
Oh, and while it is summer, don't buy the fans from Crazy Vladclev. Because all it is held on by a screw, and as soon as it just starts spinning,
flying
off,
off.
screws and flies off.
Ah, so they did put a reverse screw on.
So you turn it on, and 5 seconds
It
later,
unscrews itself.
What? Just put it back on. So his tool set, mod tools, handy tools for around home, screwdriver, hammer,
Paste duplicator.
That's about it.
That's what the screwdriver is. It's
use
like-
knife. He's use knife.
I'll let him talk me into buying some tools.
I don't think you want anything from here.
Okay, so a toolkit comes with a box that doesn't quite close properly, a plunger, a screwdriver, flathead,
Oh.
big, and a hammer, dull. But what do you want?
Actually, the screwdriver is the most versatile tool you've got.
Oh, and you know the tines that come off the back, the fork that you use for lifting nails on that? There's no gap in between, it's just a solid thing, like a pickaxe.
well, you could always get a Russian
You can
army
use it
knife.
as like a small mattock.
Oh yes, you want the Russian army knife? It's very handy in many situations.
Yeah, I'll show you how
Knife.
they work. It's every tool you need, okay? Flick knife. Give me all your tools.
Flick! He pulls out this big fucking grip-handled combat knife. The Russian army knife. Sharpened goes in person.
Person gives you what he
Will you be wanting sharpened block? Because he's dull.
says dull knives.
On the blade in Russian,
have
it's
to,
got
actually.
run name away from face.
I think the Russians are smart enough.
Aim away from your face.
Yes.
And the end, it's also a flask for eating screws.
I think they'll be fine on the knife. I think I've got about everything I need here. As I think to myself, man, I didn't really intend to buy any of this.
There's a Vladcliffe brand vodka.
No.
Smart.
It's just petrol.
It's
It's just pure alcohol.
Anyway, you have bought things complimentary crazy Vladcliffe hat. It predates stainless steel, so can't get wet.
Clang.
Yourself, my man. Suit yourself. Listen, I got a jet on off here. Check my main squeeze library. You be cool. I'm gonna check you there.
you be cool. Yeah, you tell me that Spider-Man's going to be in the electric company.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.